What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this DCEU video. So, there is quite a lot of new news or rumours that have been announced for the upcoming DCEU. Now, this is, of course, coming from 4chan, which can be taken with a complete and utter pinch of salt, but nonetheless, it is very, very interesting. And really, we won't have some real concrete news about all of this until we have Comic-Con next month. So, what is going on? Well, someone on 4chan has seemingly launched or dropped an incredible amount of information on the upcoming slate for the DCEU. So they have stated that Nightwing will be coming out on July the 13th, 2018. Batgirl, curiously, will be coming out before Batman on October 5th, 2018, which I'd probably expect Batgirl to be actually announced or shown in Nightwing. Then Aquaman 2018, December 21st. Now, I can't really see that happening considering that Aquaman has been filmed or is filming now, and, well, Nightwing and Batgirl haven't actually even been formally properly announced, or any casting has been done. And then you've got Batman in 2019, June 14th, Shazam in September 13th, 2019, which again actually hasn't been announced. We've got Black Adam, and then we've got an Untitled Superman sequel in December the 11th, 2019, which again is still not even that long a time to get something like a Superman film coming out. Now, they've also said that Steppenwolf's design was altered, and, well, that actually seems very, very true. It seems that Geoff Johns wanted to get more comic-accurate designs, and that is why Ares was changed as well to what he was supposed to be looking like. So if you've seen the images of the Lego set, we can see him with, like, kind of bones around him, more of like a kind of a warlord's weird kind of look. But in the final thing, he looked a lot more comic book accurate, which makes a lot of sense. And also, apparently, Aquaman, the film, will take place after Justice League, but will have flashbacks similar to Man of Steel, and Aquaman and Mera will have a complicated relationship in the film. Now, that makes sense as well, because then we can get flashbacks to how Aquaman, how Arthur Curry became to be, how he took on, and how he was when he was younger. And apparently, very, very interestingly, Black Manta, the villain of Aquaman, will actually introduce Nth Metal. So if you don't know what Nth Metal is something that is found on Thanagarya, or Thanagarya, whatever you pronounce it. And that, well, that is what caused Hawkman and Hawkgirl to really have their kind of, I would say, regeneration cycle. And it's also playing very big into the current setup for Dark Knight's Metal, which is the new crossover this summer, which you can check out. I covered that also on this channel as well. So that's going to be a big, big thing there. But also, Wonder Woman 2, The Flash, Green Lantern Corps, and Suicide Squad 2 are planned for 2020. So that is mad. I mean, 2020, 2019, and 2018. We're at least getting 3 DC films a year. That is crazy. I don't think even the MCU in their early days had that many films a year. And they're only really now getting 3 films a year. But Justice League will release on November 2021. And they also have a Black Adam and a New Gods film. That is planned for 2021 as well. Now, that would actually make sense considering we've got the New Gods film, which will obviously feature Mr. Miracle, Darkseid as well, and I think that'll probably set up the Darkseid War. So I think what they're doing here in Justice League, they're having the origins, but instead of Darkseid being the one being killed, it's actually Steppenwolf, and this will lead to Darkseid War. So I expect that they're just messing around with who is the villain in certain parts, but keeping the rest of the story. And apparently the Black Adam film will depend on the Shazam performance, but Henry Cavill and Dwayne Johnson will be in those films. So we will have Black Adam in Shazam, curiously. And also, what is Justice League Dark, which was actually kind of already announced, that is delayed to other films becoming a bigger priority, weirdly. So the New Gods film will take place before Justice League 2, like I said. So Orion, Highfather, Darkseid and Mr. Miracle, they will be the main characters. So again, that makes a lot of sense. And then we've got Robert Zemeckis and Matthew Vaughn. They were offered the Man of Steel sequel and are also the top candidates to direct The Flash. And weirdly, or I wouldn't say weirdly, but the studio does actually want Reverse Flash as the main antagonist, and he will also return for Flashpoint. So we could see Flashpoint come into the DCEU? No, I can't see that happening. I don't want to see that happening, because really, maybe 10, 20 years down the line, perhaps, and then you can reboot everything here. But really, a lot of these stories are New 52 stories, especially the Justice League one. So that wouldn't actually work, because Flashpoint led into, the whole thing with New 52. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense. But the Nightwing movie is also moving apparently extremely fast. And I don't like this, but Nightwing will apparently be a police officer in Bloodhaven and has been retired from being a vigilante at the start. And Blockbuster, interestingly, a big villain of Nightwing, who was involved with cult stuff, etc., was big in New 52, will be the main villain of the film. So, very weird there. And also something which I didn't think we would see, but Batgirl will focus on Barbara's mindset. She has apparently going to actually been killed, or not killed, but made paralyzed, and then New 52 style, she is back and she can walk around and be Batgirl again. So it seems like the Killing Joke has actually happened in this already. So that makes sense there. We've also got Death in the Family already existing as well, because obviously the Joker and Harley killed a Robin. So we've got that. And Penguin will also be the main villain as well. So very New 52 here. And apparently the Batman film is also being rewritten, but Deathstroke will be still in it. So I hope that he is still in it, because Deathstroke would be freaking awesome. So apparently it will focus on how Gotham has risen in crime. There was so much crime due to the Justice League, and really him focusing on the kind of bigger threats which sets up for crime returning. So apparently also the sequel of Man of Steel has been developing in secret, and Geoff Johns and Zack Snyder finished a story for the film, and we will be getting Brainiac as a villain, and Supergirl will be in it as well. However, that is just Injustice 2, people. That storyline is pretty much Injustice 2. I'm happy with that, to be honest, because that would have been the best DCEU film ever if we see that. I would like that for Justice League 3. But Wonder Woman 2, apparently, Cheetah or Cersei will be the villain as well. And Suicide Squad 2, we could have Maxwell Lord, Scarecrow or Bane as the villain, with Killer Frost added to the team and Diablo returning. Crazy stuff there. Again, a lot of this does sound too good to be true. I mean, Maxwell Lord against Suicide Squad. Oh my god, that would be fucking amazing. But I do think that this is just to take with a pinch of salt here, people. Now, let me know what you think. Do you think Supergirl would be good in the DCEU? I mean, we've got a lot of some of her New 52 stuff was superb, but in Supergirl, the TV show, they're going down the route here of Supergirl and Reign, which is what we saw, obviously, in New 52. We're going to see it on the TV show. And in Flash, we've got the Reverse Flash. We're just copying the storyline of the TV show. I don't think Reverse Flash should be the villain whatsoever, but I'll do a video on that at some point. But let me know what you think of all this madness. Do you think it could be good? Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.